Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Shawty P, DJShawtyP.com and theproducersplug.com, the original plug for music producers. We're not like these other kit sites that do all that capping. We really got what you need to make better beats, and we stay plugging you with some of the best original industry quality sounds at the Producers Plug. So I'm back again with another dope video for y'all. This is my new YouTube channel where I'll be posting beats, beat tutorials, studio vlogs, beat cookups, beat reviews, VST reviews, all that dope stuff for y'all, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'll be uploading that I know that y'all are going to love for rappers and producers. So if you want to stay updated on some new kits and kit previews for the Producers Plug, go ahead and subscribe to the Producers Plug kit previews channel. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. This is the 5 must-have VST effects going into 2020. Yeah, the 2010s are coming to an end and 2020 is just around the corner. Now I could have gave y'all way more than 5 effect plugins, and if you don't already have these effect plugins, then you need to go ahead and download them ASAP. And like I said before, this isn't a super secret list of VSTs that y'all don't know about. I'm not giving y'all no secret sauce or nothing. Like I said, y'all may or may not know about these VSTs, but these are the effect plugins that I always use in my beats, and I just wanted to go ahead and share that with y'all. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into my top 5 must-have VST effects for 2020. Alright, so first up we got everybody's favorite VST effect, including mine, which is halftime. Now if you don't know about halftime, for all my FL Studio users, it's sort of like gross beat, like using the half speed effect in gross beat. I'm assuming most of y'all know about this VST, but for the ones that don't, it basically just slows down your sound or sample or whatever you got, and also pitches it down too. And you can get some really crazy effects out of this plugin. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and play y'all the sample that I got pulled up with halftime off. Alright, so now this is the sample with the plugin being active. So you can really get some crazy effects out of that. Now I want to go ahead and just mess around with the settings so y'all can get an idea of what it would sound like. You can change the timing right here, and you can also change the frequency. You can take out the lows, the mids, and the highs. You could also fade it in and fade it out. And right here is where you can change the pitch on how low you want it to go. So like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and mess with it for a minute so y'all can get an idea. So as you can see, all you got to do is just play around with it, get it how you want it. And you can really switch up your sound and make it sound different and just have a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. It's really dope to experiment with, and if you don't already have it, I highly suggest you get it and download it right now. So let's go ahead and go on to the next one. Alright, so now the next effect plugin that I recommend y'all checking out is actually one of my favorites, which is Backmass. And it's definitely probably one of the strangest effects plugins that you can find, and it comes from a strange company, which is Freak Show Industries. I'm actually going to do a more in-depth video on them and this plugin coming soon. But basically this plugin is very straightforward. It just reverses your sounds and samples, whatever you got on it. It reverses it and flips it, and you can do some crazy stuff with it. So I'll go ahead and play it right now so y'all can hear. So as you can see, it just reverses your sound and sample with just a click of a button. You ain't gotta do a whole bunch of bouncing it down and then trying to consolidating the track and reversing it and doing all that. All you gotta do is just pull this up and just press a button and you're good to go. It reverses the whole thing. And it also gives you options on what you want to do. You can play around with it. The first button, as y'all can see, it just reverses the whole thing. The next one, it alternates from each beat. And then the next one after that, it's just random. So you can just go ahead and play with that, check it out. Also down here is the timing. You can put it on whatever time that you want. And these buttons over here just determines when it's supposed to trigger. Like you can press this one right here, it'll trigger by the milliseconds, and just go down here and put it on the time that you want. The next one, note value. Like I said, you can do that. That's what I like to keep it at. And then the next one, it just triggers on the level. So like I said, if you go in here and just mess with it a little bit, you can do something really dope with it. I like to just reverse it all, or I like to do the alternating reverse. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play the alternating reverse so y'all can hear that. Like I said, man, it's one of my favorite effects plugins, and you can really do some crazy stuff with it, especially when you add halftime to it. You add this plugin and you add halftime to your sample, you can really make some crazy stuff with it. Alright, so the third plugin that I like to mess around with is called Little Altar Boy by Sound Toys. This plugin is pretty straightforward too. It's mostly used just for vocals, although it might be interesting to use on other sounds, but I only use this for vocals. So over here is the pitch, which of course is pretty self-explanatory, just how high or how low you want your sound. Right here is the format pitch. This is perfect for like EDM vocals and just some really dope, crazy vocals for your beats. What I really like to do, I just like to go through the presets because there's a lot of dope presets on here. So I'm just going to click through some presets so y'all can hear how they sound. So as you can see, if you just mess around with it, get in there and really mess with it, you can really come up with some dope effects for your vocals. Alright, so the next plugin that I'm going to show y'all is probably the best plugin on this list, and that is RC20 Retro Color. So this is a plugin that adds textures to your sounds, including like some old analog vintage recording equipment sounds. This plugin is perfect to like make your samples sound like an actual sample, like they're real live samples that you cut from like an old vinyl record or something. The plugin replicates old vinyl sounds and old vintage equipment like VHS cassettes, just regular cassettes, like I said, vinyl records, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. It just gives you that retro, warm analog feel. And what I like to do is just go through the presets and just kind of tweak it a little bit because it has some really dope presets in here. So I'm just going to go through these real quick so y'all can hear them. Anyways, y'all get the point. You just got to get in here and mess around with the effects. It has the noise effects for the vinyls and the white noise and all that. Also wobble effects, has the distortion, the digital distortion, I think this is the space, like the reverb, and this is also like the magnetic for like, so it'll sound like it's like on a cassette or something like that, or on like a tape reel, you know, like the old vintage tape reels. So like I said, you just got to get in here and just mess around with it, and you can create some really dope, crazy vintage vibes for your samples and all that. So yeah, I highly recommend this plugin. I definitely think you should go ahead, check it out, and download it. Last but not least, we got a really dope effects plugin, which is Looperator. And I'm sure y'all already know about Looperator. It's kind of like Effectrix, if you're familiar with that. Actually, it's made by the same company, Sugar Bytes. So it works just like Effectrix if you're familiar, but I think it has more options than Effectrix did. So real quick, I'm just going to go through some of these presets because it has some really dope presets, and I'm just going to let y'all hear how it sounds. Anyways, y'all get the point. You can actually get in here, you know, choose a preset, and you can manipulate it, change some stuff up, and do some really crazy stuff with it. Y'all get the point. Like I said, it's pretty much exactly like Effectrix, just with a little more options. I love it. I use it all the time, and I highly suggest that you go ahead and get it and download it. Now real quick, I just want to go ahead and throw in one more effects plugin for y'all, pretty much like an honorable mention, and that's the Valhalla plugin bundle. What it is pretty much like reverbs and flangers, and that's pretty much what it is. But these are the reverbs that I use all the time. I use a vintage reverb. Also use, you know, like I said, I use all of these reverbs on here on the vintage reverb. Also the room reverb is great, and I use a space modulator to like do some crazy stuff with like some transition effects all the time. So I definitely suggest that you go ahead and download these as well. It's a Valhalla plugin bundle. You can get all these together. So go ahead, check it out. Like I said, I just wanted to throw that for honorable mention because I use these all the time in my beats. And that's it. Those are the top effect plugins that I highly suggest you get right now. Like I said, these are nothing new. This is no secret sauce or nothing. I'm not giving y'all a super secret list of VSTs to get. These are just what I use all the time in my beats. And I just wanted to go ahead and share that with y'all for anybody that was wanting to know, or anybody that doesn't really know about these VSTs. I hope I put y'all on game a little bit. But most of all, I hope y'all gained something from this, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I got some more videos coming out soon that's way better and more dope than this video. All of the new content that I'll be working on will be posted on this new channel, the new DJ Shawty P channel. I got some more beats coming, some beat tutorials coming, mixing and mastering tutorials coming for y'all, some new and updated ones, some more beat cookups, some studio vlogs. I want to get in the studio with other producers. We're going to vlog. All of the beat reviews and the Q&As will be done on this channel. And I also got some major announcements that I'll be sharing on this channel as well. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the new DJ Shawty P channel for more dope content like this. If you want to check out some new kits and some new kit previews for the Producers Plug, go ahead and you can also subscribe to the Producers Plug channel as well if you haven't already. You already know it's your boy DJ Shawty P, DJShawtyP.com and the ProducersPlug.com. We got what you need to make better beats, and we stay plugging you with some of the best sounds at the Producers Plug.